I was called crazy, a conspiracy theorist, and worse. I understood why. If the past 6 months had taught me anything, it's that the world doesn't want to see things that aren't there. Shadows beneath its feet, but here we were, deep beneath the Alaskan ice, in the belly of a secret installation where children were turned into weapons. This place was real, and whatever was happening here, it was my fault. My brother's death, this secret base, the price I'm paying to stay alive, everything, it's all because of me. Rhodes is reeling from the death of her brother, Noah, which the authorities rule as a suicide. But Hailey, sharp-eyed and emotionally hardened, finds inconsistencies, missing journal pages, a sealed envelope under his floorboards, and one cryptic message scrawled in his handwriting. Ashes speak louder than words. When a suspicious fire erupts in an abandoned cabin on the edge of town, Hailey drags her old friends into the mess. Brielle, Jace, and Caleb. Inside the smoke-choked structure, they rescue a terrified German Shepherd puppy and find a hidden compartment containing a flash drive with encrypted files. Someone wanted it destroyed. The group barely escapes the blaze, and Hailey knows this is no longer about grief. It's about secrets someone would kill to bury. Oregon, and digitally across the country, Jace decrypts part of the flash drive. It holds surveillance footage, voice memos, and data dumps from a military research lab that doesn't officially exist. Caleb recognizes a symbol on the drive, his father's old unit. Brielle tracks down a contact in Georgia, who warns them to stop digging, but they don't. Instead, the group uncovers a trail of names, linked to a classified program, Project Echo. It's unclear what it did, but people connected to it are disappearing. Bullet, the puppy, begins reacting strangely near specific places, especially a woodshed near Hailey's house. They discover a tracker sewn under his collar. Whoever's watching them is close. Multiple locations: Georgia, New York, Texas. The friends split up to chase leads. Brielle goes home to question her estranged mother, who once worked as a security contractor. Jace revisits his hacker network in New York. Caleb returns to Texas and confronts his uncle, a retired general. Each path leads to a fragment of the truth. Project Echo was an experimental program using enhanced sensory perception, memory manipulation, and psychological warfare tested on children. Hailey's brother was one of the first subjects. Meanwhile, Hailey stays behind and is ambushed by someone who calls himself Spectre. He leaves her with another message. You were never supposed to remember. Bullet begins having seizures. A hidden chip is found beneath his skin. It holds the final access key. Secret facility in the Oregon wilderness. The group reunites and decodes the chip. It reveals the location of a decommissioned underground facility. They infiltrate it, using a stolen access code, fighting through locked doors, failing power grids, and automated defenses. Inside, they find evidence of their own involvement. Photographs of Hailey, Caleb, and even Brielle as children in the facility. Project Echo wasn't just about Hailey's brother. They discover a central AI system, codenamed Ash, which ran the experiments. It's still operational and still guarding secrets. The AI offers them a deal: shut it down forever and erase the data, or keep it alive and expose the truth, risking national fallout, public confrontation, and hidden aftermath. Hailey chooses the third option: broadcast the truth. With Jace's help, they hijack news networks with a data dump revealing Project Echo, exposing everyone involved, from generals to government contractors. They escape the facility as it implodes, Bullet limping but alive. Fallout is swift: arrests, inquiries, but not all enemies are gone. In the final scene, Hailey visits her brother's grave with Bullet at her side. She leaves a copy of the drive there, just in case. As she walks away, a message buzzes on her phone. Project Phoenix has begun. 6 months have passed since the fall of Project Echo. Hailey and the others have gone underground, scattered by the fallout. They're being hunted by unknown forces, cleaning up the mess, tying up loose ends. But a single message brings them back together. Project Phoenix has begun. What they thought was the end was only phase 1. The crows are watching. In a storm-lashed safe house in Montana, Hailey, now with shorter hair and a colder edge, receives a burner phone from a courier. Inside, footage of a facility in Alaska where children are being trained, not tested, weaponized. Jace, now on the run after a bounty was placed on his head, finds code hidden in the Echo data they released. Something that was never meant to be decrypted. It's a kill switch protocol. Phoenix isn't a project. It's a failsafe. Blackbird Protocol. Caleb uncovers a list of code names tied to Phoenix. One stands out, Blackbird, a term from his father's journal. It was a secondary team, a mirror of Echo, trained in coercion and infiltration. The twist, Brielle's name is on that list. Brielle goes dark after receiving the same footage. She's seen in surveillance near a government facility in Nevada. When the others find her, she's not the same, tougher, colder, and she's lying. The fire in their veins. Bullet starts to behave erratically, growling at mirrors, reacting to frequencies no one else hears. Jace discovers the chip wasn't just a key, it was a receiver. Someone is sending him signals. They trace it to a black site in Utah. Inside, they find a laboratory where Phoenix is testing biometric resonance, trying to create soldiers who can be triggered by sound, light, or code. Phoenix is Echo's evolution, not memory experiments, mind control. Hailey. Exe. Deep within the Utah facilities network, Jace discovers an encrypted program titled Hailey Exe. It's a psychological profile built from surveillance, journal entries, and audio logs. Hailey wasn't just a subject, she was the prototype. Her resistance to Echo's methods made her the blueprint for Phoenix's counter-programming. The team realizes Phoenix's true purpose, not control over enemies, but over defectors like them. The program was created to break Hailey if she ever became a threat. The Zero Room. They locate Phoenix's core, a hidden base in an Arctic archipelago, surrounded by drones, mercenaries, and ice. Inside, they reach the Zero Room, where emotion, memory, and fear are digitally manipulated. There they confront Dr. Monroe, one of the original scientists behind Echo, and now the director of Phoenix. He offers Hailey a choice: walk away and forget, or fight and risk her friends' lives again. But Hailey's not the same girl from Oregon anymore. They rig the Zero Room to overload, while Jace sets a virus to dismantle the mind control code across the web. Story began with climax suspense.